scoring goals with power and with grace. Hudson made us soccer, setting the pace. Hear the cheers of whistles blow.
Oh, Raiders, oh, Raiders, oh.
We're the Raiders, heroes roar. The glory's not forevermore. All apes challenge their foes, but the Raiders rise. Everyone knows. Lassie coach Aaron Gang leading the way, guiding them to victory every single day. We're the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. In the field, we take the lead. Hudson Raiders shine. Girls unite, feel the vibe. Champions in the summertime. We're the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. Raided girls, strong and fought and free. Dribbling down the field for all the world to see. Passing, shooting, scoring goals with power and with grace. Hudson made us soccer, setting the pace. Hear the cheers of whistles blow.
Oh, Raiders, oh, Raiders, oh.
We're the Raiders, heroes roar. The glory's not forevermore. All apes challenge their foes, but the Raiders rise. Everyone knows. Lassie coach Aaron Gang leading the way, guiding them to victory every single day. We're the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. In the field, we take the lead. Hudson Raiders shine. Girls unite, feel the vibe. Champions in the summertime. We're the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. Raided girls, strong and fought and free. Dribbling down the field for all the world to see. Passing, shooting, scoring goals with power and with grace. Hudson made us soccer, setting the pace. Hear the cheers of whistles blow.
Oh, Raiders, oh, Raiders, oh.
We're the Raiders, heroes roar. The glory's not forevermore. All apes challenge their foes, but the Raiders rise. Everyone knows. Lassie coach Aaron Gang leading the way, guiding them to victory every single day. free, dribbling down the field for all the world to see. Passing, shooting, scoring goals with power and with grace. Hudson made a soccer, setting the pace. Hear the cheers of whistles blow.
Go Raiders, go Raiders, go!
We're the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. All apes challenge their pose, but the Raiders rise. Everyone knows. Lassie coach Aaron Gang leading the way, guiding them to victory every single day. With the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. In the field, we take the lead. Hudson Raiders shine. Girls unite, feel the vibe. Champions in the summertime. We're the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. Raided girls, strong and fought and free. Dribbling down the field for all the world to see. Passing, shooting, scoring goals with power and with grace. Hudson made a soccer, setting the pace. Hear the cheers of whistles blow.
Go Raiders, go Raiders, go!
We're the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. All apes challenge their pose, but the Raiders rise. Everyone knows. Lassie coach Aaron Gang leading the way, guiding them to victory every single day. With the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. In the field, we take the lead. Hudson Raiders shine. Girls unite, feel the vibe. Champions in the summertime. We're the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. Raided girls, strong and fought and free. Dribbling down the field for all the world to see. Passing, shooting, scoring goals with power and with grace. Hudson made a soccer, setting the pace. Hear the cheers of whistles blow.
Go Raiders, go Raiders, go!
We're the Raiders, heroes roar. Victory's not forevermore. All apes challenge their pose, but the Raiders rise. Everyone knows. Lassie coach Aaron Gang leading the way, guiding them to victory
welcome to Hudson Raider Stadium here at Hudson High School for tonight's Girls Big Rivers Conference Tournament soccer matchup featuring the visiting New Richmond Tigers and your hometown Hudson Raiders. Please turn your attention to the video board for a message from this year's captains.
In line with the WIA and Big Rivers Conference, Hudson High School requires good sportsmanship at education-based athletic events. Admission to an event is a privilege, and with that privilege comes responsibility. Responsibility to conduct oneself in a respectful manner, where the event is enjoyable for athletes, coaches, officials, and fans.
Lastly, please be reminded that the state law prohibits the use of alcohol, tobacco, and drug products in the area used by public schools. Would you all please rise and honor America by removing your hats for the national anthem?
Thank you to our girls soccer players for performing the anthem. And now for tonight's starting lineups. Starting with the visiting New Richmond Tigers. Number 2, Ava Zink. Number 3, Sienna Gaspord. Number 4, Katie Ebnett. Number 7, Mara Benedict. Number 8, Brooke Meisner. Number 9, Frankie Rumpza. Number 12, Ashley Jensen. Number 13, Grace Chapman. Number 15, Lily Burmood. Number 16, Sierra Oldberg. And number 24, Maggie Heineke. The Tigers are coached by Darian Blattner and David Gatner and Drea Garrett. And now for your hometown Raiders. Number 0, Hannah Kendhammer. Number 2, Maggie Solama. Number 3, Ava Brown. Number 5, Chloe Gregerson. Number 7, Maggie McConnell. Number 8, Haley Huntley. Number 9, Britta Holter. Number 14, Raina Fort. Number 15, Lindsay Ferrara. Number 19, Nevaeh Tillman. And number 22, Natalie Rampin. The Raiders are coached by Aaron Gehring and Kyle Flanagan. Good luck to everybody. Let's have a great game.
That's what they
hurt her knee. She's having an MRI to see if it's bad, but they don't think it's bad. But she may get back for playoffs at some point. And Armana Ransomich, she's the highest scorer on the team. She got a concussion like a week and a half ago. So she's playing, but these games don't mean anything either, so she shouldn't be playing right now. Lily Rouleau didn't play either. She didn't play last game either. Well, I think she's struggling. I guess she was in that car accident that somebody got hit or something. I don't remember. Yeah, somewhere here. She was, so I think she's just kind of off right now, but. All right, everybody, good evening and welcome to the River Channel broadcast of Hudson Raiders girls soccer. This is a Big Rivers Conference tournament matchup. It's an end of the year kind of round robin tournament among the 4 top teams playing each other. Teams in the lower parts of the standings had their own little round robins, and this is the conclusion. So this game doesn't actually mean a whole lot other than for pride and good practice before the regionals start next week for both teams. So on your screen, you have the visiting New Richmond High School Tigers in white, playing from right to left on your screen, and the hometown Hudson Raiders in blue, playing from left to right on your screen. It's a gloomy night here in Hudson. It's been a little rainy, it's been a little cold, it's been a little warm. It's just one of those nights where the weather is all over the place, and we'll see what happens here. The 4 teams, I believe, in the round robin that these teams are a part of was Eau Claire Memorial, River Falls, New Richmond, and Hudson. So the top 4 teams in the Big Rivers Conference standings after the regular season. And Eau Claire Memorial is going to stake the claim to the title. They had the best record overall and won their games here in the Big Rivers Conference tournament. So Eau Claire gets that. They also earned the top seed in their region and section for playoffs that start next week. I'm not sure New Richmond where they're standing on any of that. If any New Richmond fans are tuned in and want to share, that would be great to hear. I know New Richmond is in the smaller school category for soccer for playoffs, so these teams will not meet again after tonight. And after they're done playing, we start rooting for our friends from New Richmond and River Falls, who will both perform well in playoffs. I have a feeling because they're both good teams, and they'll do well. The Raiders start off next Tuesday with their first regional game against Chippewa Falls. Halter sending it deep. Good hustle there. Ava Brown doing everything she can to try to get to that ball, but a little too much heat on that through ball by Halter. Previously, these teams have played each other way back in, I think it was May, actually. It was rained out the first time they were supposed to play, and they played in the middle of May, so a few weeks ago. And the Raiders took the victory in that match 3-0. So we'll see what happens tonight, though. Raiders are a little short-handed. Their top scorer, Armana Ransonici, not playing tonight due to injury. And Sophie Bast hurt in the last matchup on Tuesday, not playing. She was one of probably the top 3 scorers on the Raiders. So we'll see what we can put together here on offense. Raiders have plenty of girls who have scored, though, so the scoring, skills are there on this team. They just got to put it together. Salama on it. Nice turn. Somehow it's stuck on her feet. Found nice feet on Ferrara. Nice play there by Ramthen. Keeps it alive, sends it across nicely. Just a step ahead of number 8 Haley Huntley, and Raiders go for a nice little kind of, wasn't a high-powered shot there, but it was placed nicely and just escaped going into that upper left corner, and it'll be a Tigers goal kick here. About 4 minutes into the match, our score remains 0-0. Salama with the throw. Gregerson on the attack, knocks it off of the Tigers and should be a Raiders throw, which it is. No. Make America healthy again. No licorice. It's all corn. It's all corn syrup, folks. You're either all in or all out. Here we go. Raiders defense kicking in. We always have a little fun in the booth here, folks. And we're talking candy, which I'm not eating, just to be clear to everyone out there. Everybody else is, though, so safety assured that people are eating candy in Hudson. Anyway, back to the game. Raiders continue to control the ball in their offensive end, but not putting anything, any shots on goal yet. Now we'll have another throw in for the Raiders. So Tuesday next week, probably most of these teams are going to play, and that's when it all becomes real, when you win to keep playing and you are done if you lose. So everything gets a little more serious next week. The Raiders, though, they need to kind of put some things together here tonight. They're on, I believe, a 5-game no-win streak. I don't know if they've had that in years. But losses or ties over the last 5 games. So, again, they're facing some injuries that certainly don't help their cause, but they're well-rounded that they should be able to put some things together here and break that streak. New Richmond finally on an attack. Taking it deep. Raiders giving some space. Goes for a cross, but nobody really home, but they're able to pick up the ricochet. Good play by Ava Brown there on defense to win that ball and send it up the field. Tillman's on it. Tries to sneak it through, but New Richmond keeps it. Sends a through ball that's just a little too hot, and it's going to give the Raiders a goal kick. Right before this match was a big lacrosse match between Hudson and Oregon High School, and the Raiders won 10-1. 11-1 the boys lacrosse team won, which sends them to the region final, which is pretty exciting. The girls won earlier 22-0 over who? 23-0 over. Who'd they play? Sun Prairie. So some good competition and some great wins by the lacrosse program, and they're looking solid. So good work to Hudson Sports all around this spring. Right, Raiders controlling it. Holter sends it up to Salama, who sends it up the line. Nobody quite there, but they're going to pick up this play through that's a great ball by Holter to spread the field. We got a little precipitation coming down now. Umbrellas are coming out. Luckily for some of us, we are in the friendly confines of the booth and don't have to worry about the weather. like to thank again everyone for tuning into the River Channel broadcast here. We're going to be broadcasting as many of these final games as we can for the Raider girls. They should be hosting Tuesday, and if they pull the victory out over Chippewa Falls, they'll play the following Saturday. Time and opponent to be determined, but we will be broadcasting both of those matches should the Raiders pull a win out on Tuesday, and then after that we kind of have to see what happens with the rest of the section and where the games may be or where they will be hosted. Okay. So most likely, according to the wise one of the athletic department, Tim Chuckle here, if the Raiders win Tuesday and the following Saturday, that'll probably be the end of the line for home games, and they'll play away the rest of the way due to Eau Claire Memorial being the top-seeded team. That's where we would play, provided Eau Claire Memorial wins their matches as well. So anything can happen, but Raiders can win on the road as much as they can win at home. So, but next two games for sure will be broadcast. Well, if the Raiders win on Tuesday, we'll be broadcasting both of those. Here comes a corner kick for New Richmond, so give them a good legitimate opportunity. Oh, they're going to play it short. Oh, that's a nice play. Tight cross to the goal line. Number 4 for the Tigers, Kaylee Ebnett, was in the area. That ball was a screamer, though, and was out of the reach for her to head it into the goal. But a good play, nonetheless. I'm not big on the short pass off the corner kicks, but sometimes interesting things happen from that. New Richmond with the throw. Raiders thought it was theirs, but referee says otherwise, and that's all that really matters. Raina Fort had a solid game last match, despite the loss to River Falls, and that's her number 14 in the match there. Salama with the throw. Ramthan heading it to the middle, and there is Haley Huntley. Back to Nevaeh Tillman. Sends a little left-footed pop up to Ava Brown. Takes a blast. It's a good poke by Ava Brown from distance. Goalkeeper Ashley Jensen of New Richmond, though, with the save. Maggie McConnell on it. Maggie, a true stalwart on that defensive back. I think she's been a varsity player for 4 years now and a solid player all of those years, but really this year she's played really, really well back there, and she's complemented well on the outside on defense by her senior partners, Nevaeh Tillman and Britta Holter. So 11 seniors on this Raider team, and they will all clearly be missed next year. They're all contributors and have been solid players this year. But at the same time, then there's a good 11 underclassmen who've had a lot of playing time, and they're going to be reloading this team for next year for sure. So it's going to be sad to see all these girls leaving. A lot of them have played for a lot of years, like I said, and look at McConnell go. She still got it. She's got confidence and skill. Here's a nice turn. Gets it over. Spinning ball gets a little hard. Salama's on it. Brings it back to Holter. Good run by McConnell up there. Fun to see defenders get up in the offensive area a little bit. Sometimes the game takes you there. Brown is on it, sets it up. Oof, just sneaks by. Tillman on it. A lot of these girls moving on to play soccer at the collegiate level once they the seniors have already graduated here, so they're sort of on that whole new schedule of no school and things like that, but a lot going on to play soccer. Let's see who we've got on this varsity team and what they're doing. For the Raiders, we've got Hannah Kendhammer attending Wisconsin-Madison, not necessarily playing soccer though. Ava Brown and Maggie Salama both attending UW-Eau Claire. Sophie Bass will be attending UW Lacrosse and majoring in exercise science. Maggie McConnell, like I said, University of Madison. Oh, no, I guess I didn't say that. Hannah Kendhammer and Maggie attending University of Madison. Britta Holter going to Northwestern College in St. Paul, where she will be playing soccer. Caitlin Sanders going to the University of Nebraska in Lincoln. Armando Rancinici will be playing soccer at Gustavus Adolphus College. Raina Fort will be going to UW Lacrosse. Lindsay Ferrara will be playing soccer at UW Parkside. It's a little breakaway there for New Richmond. They're still on it. They get a good blast off, but tough angle, and that shot sailed the net and be a goal kick for the Raiders. Number 19, Sophia Nielsen in for the Tigers. And to round things out, we also have Nevaeh Tillman attending UW-Eau Claire to play soccer and major in business marketing. So a lot of these girls continuing their soccer lives after graduation, which will be fun for them. And some of them not, but I'm sure they'll all be dabbling in intramurals and things like that because it's a good set of athletes here for the Raiders. All right. Got somebody leaving. Must be a minor injury, maybe some blood. It's usually kind of what it maybe looks like here. Nothing major. That's number 9, Frankie Rumpza. Sub coming in temporarily at least. It looks like, yeah, she's getting some kind of gauze or something to... She'll go see the trainer and get that taken care of properly so that she can get back into the match. So we'll hope everything's good with her. And we pick up where we left off. We'll have a punt from goalkeeper Ashley Jensen of the Tigers. If you are watching our broadcast on YouTube, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment area about which player you're watching, which team are you watching, where you're from, who you are, all those good things, and we will give you a shout out. And we always kind of just like to know who's out there watching our broadcast. So feel free to drop that in, whether you're a New Richmond fan or a Hudson fan, or maybe you're just watching for fun. Drop on in. We usually have some alumni, some siblings checking in, so let us know. Rampton on it. A little battle there. Oh, she played it nicely off of the Tigers, and the Raiders will have a corner kick here. Maggie McConnell sprinting down to take that kick. They're all lined up, waiting for that kick. Oh, we got some subs in. We'll announce those in a minute. Very nice header out by the Tigers. It's a nice ball by McConnell, just won by the Tigers there, and Raiders keep trying to get another shot off, and that goes wide for a goal kick. Back into the game for the Tigers, number 9, Frankie Rumsa. Into the match for the Raiders, number 4, Ella Bast, and number 17, Matea Langenau. Langenau here with the throw. Langenau was a spark plug in last Tuesday's match. Raiders unable to get scoring off, but Langenau sort of... she was a catalyst for making some things happen. She's got some speed and skill, a good combination of that, and she'll be a solid player next year for this Raiders offense with a number of players departing, as we commented earlier. So Matea and Natalie Rampton. Rampton's one of the top scorers on the team. She'll be returning as well, so there'll be a good 1-2 punch in there, I have a feeling, next year. Ball kicked out by the Tigers, and be a Raiders throw. Looks like Langenau getting ready to take that throw again. It's one of these cool but humid nights here in St. Croix River Valley. Raiders get it out. Maybe a little miscommunication there on a give and go, and that ball gets away. It'll be a New Richmond goal kick. Time is flying. We're about 21 minutes into the match. Our score remains 0-0. A long shot in by Ava Brown is the sole shot on goal in this match so far. So these teams... not quite putting it all together offensively yet. Both had decent corner kick opportunities, but nothing to show for those. Both teams also being a little cautious, probably, that not wanting to get injuries in a game like this that isn't going to really impact their futures. So Raiders saw that happen. Sophie Bast went down last game, and that's a really nice play by Ella Bast. Nice little footwork and pass through. So you hate to see that at the end of the season in a game that's not going to have a massive impact on anything. So I'm sure both teams being a little cautious of that because they both have good prospects here in sections. Big blast there. I like that. Rampton unloaded on that. It was a great shot, but a little wide, and be another goal kick. In for the Raiders, number 10, Caitlin Sanders. Good take there by Raina Fort. Sends the ball through. Frankie Rumsa with a nice defensive play for the Tigers there. Good little give and go there by the Tigers. I believe the New Richmond Tiger girls team last year won the conference. Usually that conference title goes to pretty typically Hudson or Eau Claire Memorial, and so that was definitely a great achievement for New Richmond. You can see this team has a lot of confidence built off of that team as well. And we'll see what happens tonight as they play on. Number 13, Morgan Monroe in the game for the Raiders. Ball slips by Holter. Langan all there to clean it up, though. Bast playing some tough D in the middle of the field. Gets maybe hooked the arm a little bit, hooked the leg a little bit, so foul on Bast, but that happens. I'd rather have my team get some fouls than no fouls. Got to stay aggressive, got to play tough. You're going to get a few fouls here and there. Big ball up. Holter's on it, gets a nice head down, directs it up the field. Picked up by number 2, Ava Zink, though, or Zink, sorry, of the New Richmond Tigers. Ball comes up again. Chloe Gregerson with a nice defensive play there. Tillman sends it up. Nobody really home for that one, but it does clear it out, and the Raiders can reset attacking defense, attacking the defense of the New Richmond Tigers there. Big throw by Tillman. Sends it down to Ella Bast again. Bast gonna play a little cat and mouse in the corner, and Richmond gets the turn out of it. Gregerson's on it, tries to get a shot, kind of slips, doesn't get everything on it that she wanted, and but a good play there. See the value of playing defense all over the field when Ella Bast was down there pressuring, because it kind of led to an errant ball there. Through ball through. New Richmond's going to try to use some speed, but Tillman's pretty darn fast herself, and she sends it back to Kendhammer, who's going to send it up the field. Rain is coming down pretty good, it looks like, so he's going to see maybe a little slipping and sliding on the field. The ball's going to be a little harder to manage, but the temperature, I think, is still pretty reasonable out on the field. So you do sometimes worry about being cold and wet, and that can sometimes lead to injuries as well. But tonight's warm enough, it should be good. Again, River Channel here broadcasting. They broadcast much of Hudson sports, including boys and girls soccer. Ooh, that's a nice ball through there. Bass takes the blast and scores it. That is a nice goal by Ella Bast. Number 4. That's number 4, Ella Bast with the goal for your Raiders. So, Raiders strike first. They'd maintained a lot of possession of the ball, probably, honestly, a good 20 minutes of the 26 minutes, but not really having shots to show for it. That's just the second shot of the game, but Bast just seemed determined, and every move she put on got around somebody, and then she buried a nice shot close into the goal. So that's going to give the Raiders 1-0, and hopefully that put a smile on her older sister's face, Sophie, who got hurt last game and isn't playing. But it's pretty great to have siblings on the same team for much of this season. So good job, Ella Bast. See if the Raiders can keep this momentum going. Nice ball movement by New Richmond. They're just not quite getting that last touch to get a shot off with much. Here comes McConnell again. Up to Ferrara. Salama with the throw. Sneaks up the line. Langenall's on it. Richmond's going to turn it in. That can sometimes be dangerous. But they're able to get the ball out. Some nice passing. Sending it up the line. Halter's there to take it back. Sends it into McConnell, who's going to bring it over to Tillman. Big ball up by Tillman, a little too much. Nevaeh's getting a little extra juice on those through balls. We need to pop those in the air a little bit more, play them at a little tougher angle so the goalkeeper can't get out for it. But easy for me to say I'm not on the wet field with people charging at me too. So about 28 and a half minutes into the match. Hudson Raiders 1. Visiting New Richmond Tigers 0. How's the on-field temperature, Mr. Chuckle?
Wet.
Just wet?
Nice but wet.
Wet degrees?
It's not cold at all. It's just
Yeah, no, it seems like it's very comfortable, right?
it is. This rain kind of came back. It's supposed to.
This rain, while not ideal for sports, will make my wife happy because she just planted our vegetable garden. So she's going to be excited for that. Just about anything you can think of, Mr. Chuckle. Through ball goes through. And that'll be a throw-in for the Tigers.
Rain will be done in 5 minutes.
All right, Mr. Chuckle's meteorological skills are usually quite well, and he's saying the rain will be done at 35 minutes.
I said 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, he adjusted. By halftime, it'll stop raining. Oh, that ball's slipping through. Salama's on it. Oh, she snuck a ball through. Kind of sneaky, but goalkeeper Ashley Jensen was there with a nice save. Salama kind of shot that between the legs of the defender. Not able to get a lot of power on it, but sometimes those sneaky ones find their way into the goal.
65.
Still 65. Beautiful. Perfect weather for soccer other than the rain, but the rain's not bad either. Langenall with a through ball, but crossing ball, but nobody home for that. Everybody's a little too far up for that ball. Tillman on it. A little too wide. That'll be a throw-in for the Tigers. High bouncer. Fort fighting for it and doing a nice job shielding that whole play. Good ball moving by the Raiders. We're seeing a lot more good passing up the field tonight than we saw the other night. They're working the ball around. They're looking for the angles, and that opens things up versus just kicking it down the field and trying to chase it. You're not going to spread the defense much on that, and the Raiders are quite good when they can create some space on that field. Langenall on it. Gets a little too far in front of her, but that's going to end up being a Raiders corner kick. goes right there. That ball snuck through. I think it actually surprised Raina for it there. I'm not sure she thought it would come clean through like that. And she did her best to deflect that ball, but it's tough when you're kind of standing there and it falls to your feet to do much with it. So good play by the Raiders, though. It'll be a free kick, goal kick here for New Richmond. Number 3, Ava Brown, and number 5, Chloe Gregerson in for the Raiders. All right, we're down to about 6.5 minutes in the half. Raiders continue to lead 1-0 on the Elabast goal. Ferrara sending it across to space. A little miscommunication there on the Raiders because they really should have had that ball, but it happens. There's McConnell. Does a little pullback, sends it over to Fort. He's got a quick ball up to Brown, wide open in space. Tries to send a through ball through to Ferrara, but gets away. And that's going to be a goal kick for New Richmond. This year's record for the Raiders as of right now, 11 wins, 5 losses, 2 ties. And for New Richmond, 10 wins, 7 losses. So a very competitive conference. Good solid records for both of these teams. I think New Richmond maybe had a lot of weather issues and didn't maybe get all their games in. When I took a peek at the Big Rivers Conference site, it looked like they had a few games that they just weren't able to get in. Into the match for the Raiders, number 12, Kelsey Roeder, and number 18, Avery Agrimson. Raiders giving everybody some playing time, which is excellent, what you need to do before you enter sections and to start preparing for next year. Agrimson is a freshman, as is Kelsey Roeder. Played JV for part of this season and helped contribute a bit to the varsity, and they'll be up with the team the rest of the way. They both played against River Falls and played well, so again, that's a view of the future of Hudson soccer that they keep reloading every year. Looks like Roeder is a defensive player, so she very well may fill one of those slots that are all seniors on the defensive end for the Raiders on this team. So that's going to be a big hole to fill, and it'll be fun to see how that plays out next year. Nice play out by New Richmond, finding number 4, Casey Ebnett, in space. Raiders bring it up to Ferrara. Little take back there between the two teams. Ramtha, nice turn. Great little turn there just to keep possession of the ball. A little miscommunication there with Salama, but she has a chance to play it. And New Richmond will get the throw with about 3 minutes left in the half. Salama with the throw. New Richmond on the attack. Bringing it out wide to see if they can get around. It's McConnell over there. Tough to get around her. Go for the cross. McConnell deflects it out, and that'll be a corner kick for New Richmond with about right around 2 minutes left in the half. All right, here comes the corner kick for New Richmond. Played it low and short again. Good defense by the Raiders on that. Ferrara trying to keep it alive, taps it out for Brown. He's going to send it up deep. Ball's coming through. Raiders got a shot at this. Ramthan's on it. She's got speed. And Richmond decides to kick that ball out. We're now down to a minute and a half left in the first half of this match. Raiders continue to lead 1-0. Those of you tuning in to the River Channel broadcast, we will take a 10-minute break at halftime, and we hope you all come back for the second half of the match. One minute. Big clear by New Richmond. Looks like Mr. Chuckle was accurate. Rain has stopped. Holter sends it up. Raiders trying to keep it moving. They're trying to do something here in these last 30 seconds. Good take there by Gregerson. Trying to keep it alive. Raiders get a quick throw here. Salama going to take it. We're down to 20 seconds. They want to make something happen. They're going to have to get moving. Ramthan on it. Tries to sneak it through. Tough ball to sneak through. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's halftime, folks. The rain has stopped. It's a good time to go to the concession stand and get yourself a warm or cool drink and a good snack. All right, folks, we are back for the second half of our Big Rivers Conference matchup. We've got the visiting New Richmond Tigers trailing 1-0 in white, playing now from left to right on your screen, and the hometown Raiders in blue with the 1-goal lead off the Ella Bast little, I wouldn't call it a breakaway, but a series of nice moves she had into the goal area with a nice finish on the goal. And here we go. Raiders with the kickoff. Raiders would love to get another goal or two on the board and get this one securely tucked away. Looks like most of the starters of the beginning of the match starting off the second half here. Ferrara in the corner, trying to make the turn. New Richmond's defense has played quite well today. They were a little flat. Ooh, whoa, heck of a play there. Ashley Jensen takes a hard shot, and instead of catching it, kind of puts it down to the ground like a dribble move, and the Raiders were right there, but she was able to grab that after she noticed the Raiders were closing in on her. So good reaction, Ashley Jensen, to that play. Now she's out picking the ball up. Ashley is a sophomore, so New Richmond looks like they've got a goalkeeper for a few years here. And Raiders will keep trying to challenge her, though. Britta Holter on the ball. Brings it all the way back to Kendhammer. And over to Nevaeh Tillman. Trying to sneak a left-footed through ball up there, but those long passes just, they can be tough. My sister saw it. Oh, a little through ball there. Just took a weird hop, kind of a high hop on Salama and gets by. It'll be a Raiders throw. New Richmond plays a short ball out wide, brings it back in and goes for the clear, but tough ball to manage there on the sideline. Good try there by Mara Benedict, and Raiders get the throw. Ava Brown. Another throw here by Brown. Richmond on the attack. It's Benedict on it with Tillman on her, and a nice takeaway by Tillman. Patient defensive play there. It's the thing, defense sometimes goes too hard at the ball right away, and that leads to the offensive player getting around them often because they overcommit or they get a penalty. Tillman played that well and just gave her a step or two with the ball, and found the seam she wanted to take it away. So nice play by Tillman. Again, the Raiders going to miss her on defense along with Maggie McConnell and Britta Holter. Comes McConnell again, carrying it up, having a little fun, getting in the offensive end. Comes Ramthen. Left-footed shot. Tough to get a lot on that. And kind of spun through. Easily saved by Ashley Jensen. Again, going to the right side here. And Tillman again gets a good takeaway here. Brings it back to McConnell. Sends it up. Again, Tillman takes it. Send it through. Ferrara can make a move on this ball, but kicked out by the Tigers, and the Raiders will have a throw. Ava Brown gearing up for the throw. We're about 5.5 minutes into the second half. Oh, good play there by Ava Zink. Really handled a tough ball there and advanced it all at once. Really nice play. Ball comes out to Holter on the Raiders now. Feeds it in the middle. Ferrara then sends it out wide. Good play there. Just a bit out of Haley Huntley's reach. Ooh, little breakaway here potentially for New Richmond. Woo! That was close. A little breakaway there by number 3, Sienna Gaspard. A little bit mishandled, I think, by Kendhammer. And it sneaks by her. The wet ball, it does have an effect. And Kendhammer able to track it down just before it crossed the line. That would have been a tough goal to swallow. But Kendhammer makes the save and play, and the Raiders hold their 1-goal lead. There's Salam on the side. Bringing it back to Holter, who sends a big cross through. Head over by Huntley. Oh, Brown with a nice play, but just gets a little too far away. Tillman to Brown. New Richmond plays it off, but mishits it out of bounds. It'll be a Raiders throw-in. Throw in here for New Richmond. Ooh. Oh, they're going to give the Raiders a corner kick. I think that's the right call, too. A whole group of Raiders coming in now. 12. And are you angry? C's get degrees. You know, that's hard to do. You know, you almost have to try for that, I used to say. Big kick here for New Richmond. Just gets a little bit over number 4, Katie Ebnett's head, and the Raiders will get another throw-in. It's good for children to know their parents know things. Throwing here for the Raiders. Morgan Monroe with the throw. Oh, we did have a whole group come in. Number 4, Ella Bast. Number 12, Kelsey Roeder. Number 13, Morgan Monroe. And number 17, Matea Langenall in for the Raiders. Ten minutes into the second half, our Raiders continue to lead 1-0. New Richmond with a little more offensive action this half, but Raiders still continuing to largely control the time of possession. Ball gets through, but again, nicely gathered in by Ashley Jensen of the Tigers. Punt comes down, falls to Raina Fort, over to Britta Holter. Raiders again trying to pass that ball. It's a nice play to the corner. That's Langenall, I believe. Trying to put it to a space. Nobody was exactly there, but Raiders able to kind of hold on to it. Kind of an off-balance play by Huntley, and it'll end up in a goal kick for New Richmond. Again, quick turn there. Raiders knocking on the door, but just not getting the full-on shots that they would like to. And it'll be another goal kick for New Richmond. About 13 minutes into the second half with about 27 minutes left. Raiders continue to hold that smallest of leads by 1-0. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the River Channel. We always appreciate those watching live and those who watch the recordings that are all posted here on YouTube and on the River Channel Facebook page as well, I believe. If you are watching on YouTube and want to drop a comment in the chat about who you're rooting for and where you're from, we always love to know. Oh, Raiders again with a tough opportunity there. Just snuck by Haley Huntley. She would have had a good look at the goal there. McConnell chases that down, lets it go out of bounds, and that'll be a Raiders throw. Nevaeh Tillman with the throw. Huntley in the middle. Had time and space. Sends the ball wide to Langenall. Langenall, the ball just sneaks away from her. Ball is slippery. You can just see that at various places on the field. That the field is wet. It is a turf field, not a grass field, and that stays wet as well. Drains very nicely, though. It's a great field here, but it is still wet plastic that ball is on, and it's going to move quickly. Throw in here for New Richmond. Another close opportunity for the Raiders. Just a bit high and wide. Rampton again knocking on the door. She's getting closer and closer, so I think she will. She'll keep working. She'd love to put one on the board. Langenau on the chase down. Nice play. Uses her speed there. Pushes it up. Another take by Langenau. Sends the ball up. Bass trying to sneak it through. Oh, Rampton with the take. A little left-footed, trying to get across through. Not a bad play, but just a little too far out in front for her teammates to get to that ball before the goalkeeper. New Richmond now trying to counterattack, sending it through. They've had a lot of really great pass sequences to get the ball into the offensive end, but once they get there, the Raiders' defense is just clamping down hard right now, making it tough for them to do much past the 30-yard line of the football markings there. Up to Huntley, tries to send it out wide. Comes out wide. That's Monroe on it. In for the Raiders, number 2, Maggie Salama. Number 3, Ava Brown. Number 5, Chloe Gregerson. And number 15, Lindsay Ferrara. All right. Richmond with a little space, looking to try to do something. They do a little quick pass down the sideline. Raiders defense holds strong. They get the cross off. Had somebody there with the ball. She still got it, holding on to it, sends it back. That's exactly what you want to do, but unable to get a solid shot off. But that's been probably in the danger zone, the best possession of New Richmond's night there, of moving the ball and getting it into a good scoring opportunity, but just not really getting that final shot off. That ball sneaking through. "20 minutes into the second half here. Our score remains 1-0 with the Hudson Raiders in the lead. Richmond again trying to thread the needle. Raiders are going to let that sail all the way out and take the goal kick. All right. Goal kick here for New Richmond at the 61-minute mark. Richmond again with some nice passing there. But there's Ava Brown taking that ball back. Sending it back to Holter, who's going to reset. Carry it up a bit and then sends it to Ramthen, who's got the space in the middle. Tries sending one through, you know, those through balls that are kind of directed at the goal. They're just awfully hard to time right, especially on this turf because the ball moves so quickly. Like seeing those through balls a little more angled out. And you can gather it and just tip it back for your offensive partners coming through on the back end, but that's always the ideal. Reality is much harder than what you want to have happen. Here comes another throw for the Raiders. Ava Brown, number 3. Clear by New Richmond, but picked off by Chloe Gregerson. Gregerson, a sophomore. She'll be a big part of next year's team again. Is Salama chasing it down in the corner. Brings it back to Ferrara, who does a quick kind of crossing shooting attempt. Tough to do when you're sort of facing one direction to try to get your body turned and cross it in a different direction. But a good attempt, and the Raiders will give New Richmond another goal kick. Salama's on it, sends it to the corner. She's going to be able to catch it. Tries to sneak a cross through, but not much angle there, and that's easily picked off by Ashley Jensen, sophomore goalkeeper of New Richmond. Bass saves it there. Well, cross through for the Raiders. That's kind of the ball they want, but great plays require some lucky timing at times, and nobody was there to pick that cross off for the Raiders. Cleared by New Richmond. It'll give the Raiders a corner kick attempt here. Maggie McConnell lining up for that kick. Ball's in. Nice clearing header by New Richmond. McConnell still on the offensive end. Sneaks a left-footed cross through. That's nice. Ferrara gets a quick turn shot. Again, not an ideal shot, but gets it on goal. And sometimes they'll sneak in, but again, Ashley Jensen for New Richmond coming up with the save. No. McConnell all the way back on defense and gets dumped. She's probably just sprinted down for the corner kick, stayed in the offensive end, sprinted back to play defense, and then got shoved over from behind. So, but she's tough. Ready to sneak one through there. Raiders getting some of those nice little crosses now, but just nobody home to do anything with them in front of the goal. Thirteen and a half minutes left in the match. Raiders continue to lead 1-0. They would love to get one more on for that insurance and get a nice win before heading into the regionals, which starts Tuesday with the game against Chippewa Falls. Salama, that's a nice cross. There it is. Ramthan with the goal. You saw that coming. That was a great play. Great cross by Maggie Salama. Great finish by Natalie Ramthan. Number 22, Natalie Ramthan with the goal for your Raiders. Number 2, Maggie Salama. 22 from 2. 2-2 from 2. 2-2 F2.
And period 2. A lot of 2s.
Period 2. Uh-oh. I got it under control, Mom.
Said, yeah, my grades were pretty bad now.
Right, New Richmond pushing. They'd love to get something on the board here to transition them into regions with some momentum as well. Plenty of time, though, for them to make some things happen here. Ava Brown.
Ryan, what's the worst lead you can have in sport?
The worst lead?
Yeah, 2-0.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
It's not enough to feel comfortable. And it's close enough that you can score 2 goals in a short amount of time.
No. You've only scored 2.
You can't rest your players when you're only up 2-0.
I mean, that's true.
The worst score is when you're down 40 like the Timberwolves were last
Oh,
night.
God, we don't need to talk about that. How do you win a game? Like,
Their coaching is weak. That's my take. Number 13, Morgan Monroe in for the Raiders. Oh, yeah.
I mean, they lost the game prior just by 2. Should have won that.
And their superstar only had 2 shots in the first half. Okay, we're down to about 10 minutes in the match. Raiders extend their lead just a couple minutes ago with the goal by Natalie Ramthan. First goal of the game for the Raiders was by Ella Bast, a really great little sneaky play up the middle. And Ramthan with a nice shot off the cross from Maggie Salama, and so 2 really nice goals by the Raiders. According to my records, that's let's see, Ella's 2nd goal of the season, I believe, and for Natalie Rampton, that is around her 11th goal of the season. So Rampton, a spectacular season. I believe that goal puts her at a tie with Rancinici for goals on the season, with double digits, not to mention the assists. So really stellar season for Natalie Rampton as a junior, and you know, she'll be a really important piece of the puzzle for the Raiders next year in her senior year to build off of. There's Langenau. Farrar again trying to do something on the one touch and just kind of puts that ball up high. Drifts out, and that'll be a goal kick again for New Richmond. Now down to about 8.5 minutes left in the match. I'm always on the mic. Nice play there by Chloe Gregerson. Monroe on it. Nice little turn there by Monroe. Goes off of... Oh, going to give the throw to New Richmond. We're now down to about 8 minutes in the game. Again, the Raiders will play Tuesday against Chippewa Falls. The schedule right now says 7 p.m., but keep your eye on that in case anything changes. That'll be here at Hudson Raider Stadium.
Yeah, that will be.
Prime time.
We have 2 games. We have a lacrosse game on Tuesday, so excuse us.
Okay, it says 7 on the schedule,
Yeah,
but...
it could change.
So check your schedule, check with the players you know, go to the Hudson High School website and confirm the time of that game closer, because there are a lot of playoff things going on with lacrosse and other sports. So we will be playing Tuesday against Chippewa Falls. Tentatively it's set for 7 p.m., but that might be adjusted. So just check your schedules, talk to the player you know, and you'll be good to go. If it's not at 7, it'll probably be a 5 o'clock game. I'm guessing it'll be at 7, though. All right, McConnell coming in. 6.5 minutes left. She's going to put this right in the scoring area. Oop, that's a tough one, right at the goalkeeper. So... nicely played by Ashley Jensen again, who, despite giving up those 2 goals, has played a nice game in goal for New Richmond. She's got a nice punt, too, and Tillman's on it. Chloe Gregerson takes a little bit of a shot there, but Langenau on it. Goes for the cross, goes deflected. It'll be a Raiders throw-in with just under 6 minutes left in the match. Good contingent of viewers tonight on the River Channel. We appreciate all of you tuning in, and hope we either see you here in person next Tuesday or that you tune in to watch the broadcast of Tuesday's match against Chippewa Falls. Richmond on the attack, trying to get something going here at the end. Langenau with the throw. 4.5 minutes left. Header out by New Richmond. Another throw in for the Raiders. I'd like to thank my colleague Nikos for all the technical work on this broadcast. And I'm Jeff. I'm the announcer. It's always a pleasure to be with you, watching these great athletes compete here at Hudson Raider Stadium. Quick turn. Tillman's on it. Sends it out. And gets out of bounds. It'll now be 4 minutes left in the match. Just a hair under that. Throw in here by Brooke Meisner. McConnell with a good take there in the middle, keeping control of the ball, keeping it out of the zone. Number 14, Raina Fort, back in the game for the Raiders. Richmond sneaking it up the sideline again, trying to get something going here in the last few minutes to build off of. They played a solid game, just not able to really get their offense going too much. Raiders defense just playing quite strong tonight. A good comeback after the last match with River Falls, and Raiders look primed to make a move next week. If they can get Sophie Bast and Armana Ransonici back, they'll be set up well for success in the regions and sections. Down to just about 2.5 minutes left in the match. Yeah, I'll just go in. I'll just get a table. Minute and a half left. Looks like the Raiders are going to take this victory. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the River Channel. And again, check your schedules, but game next Tuesday against Chippewa Falls. Time to be fully determined, but right now is set for 7 p.m. And another goal kick for New Richmond. 1 minute. Great job by Raiders D, giving up only 2 shots this game and 0 goals. Really a good bounce back from the last few games that have been challenging for them against a good opponent here in New Richmond. We wish New Richmond nothing but the best in their regionals and sectionals coming up. Once we're done playing these teams like New Richmond and River Falls, we root for our Hudson Valley neighbors and friends to do well. They play in a smaller school section, so good luck to New Richmond down the road here. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's the match. Hudson Raiders 2, New Richmond Tigers 0. I'd like to thank both teams for a great match. Thank your coaches, the athletic trainers, our officials for calling a great match, our friends around the field, picking up loose balls, Shout out to the crew up here in the booth for doing a great job. And parents and fans, thanks as always for coming. Drive safely. Good luck to New Richmond in your regionals next week. And good luck to the Raiders. Next game for Raiders is Tuesday here at Hudson Raider Stadium. Time to be fully determined later, but they'll be taking on Chippewa Falls. Have a great night, everybody.